got a tattoo? Then you gotta have a story behind it. We're Tat-Stories, and we bring our viewers those stories. Baseball Guy is grabbing ink tails at Pirates Fantasy Camp with the help of Spanky, Pap, and Rudy. Our first story honors number 21. Enough said. Our second features epic sleeves, including Uranus. Finally, we've got nostalgic pirate ink. Arrgh!
All right, Baseball Guy here, and I'm at Pittsburgh Pirates Fantasy Camp with one of the Fantasy Camp players, David. David, how are you enjoying your time here at Fantasy Camp?
Having a great time, Ty. Last day here, and unfortunately we didn't make the playoffs. But we had a great week, and awesome weather, good people, good time.
And now you do have one tattoo.
I do.
And that one tattoo may seem kind of benign to some people, but to baseball fans, like Baseball Guy here, it's very special. Why don't you tell us about what number 21 means?
Well, I got the 21 tattoo, my one and only tattoo in honor of Roberto Clemente, who not only my idol, but the idol for many, many people around the world, not just for the way he played the game, but for the kind of person that he was. And he taught people, his big thing was, if you have an opportunity to help somebody and you don't, you're wasting your time on this earth. And I did that to sort of remind myself to always try to behave that way. But it was also a reminder for my kids, because they see my tattoo and then ask, hey Dad, why do you have that tattoo? And I get to explain that and share that story with them. So it's very special to me.
How old were you when you got that tattoo?
I think I was about 45, 44 somewhere. I always wanted to wait till I was old enough to get something I knew I would never regret.
Did it hurt?
No, I thought it did, but the girl doing it says it didn't. So I was wincing in tears, and she said, "You do realize this is like the best spot to get a tattoo is right on my thigh." I'm like, "Well, then you're using extra sharp needles today, because this really hurts today." So yeah, she made fun of me.
And you're from Toronto. Did you get that tattoo in Toronto?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Do you remember the artist?
Actually, yeah, Nikki Willett or something like that, but I haven't been able to track her down since.
Okay. Well, Nikki out there in Toronto, she did a very nice job on your 21. And any plans for any other tattoos?
You know what? I actually was thinking about getting a 3D baseball with my kids' initials on it right on my shoulder.
Oh my god!
So I had it all planned out and drawn out, and we'll see if we can make it happen.
All right. And then what about your kids? Are they going to be allowed to get tattoos?
I don't think I'm going to have a choice. I have one. How can I say no? Well, you have one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, you'd be surprised how many people are hypocrites out there. So.
That is true. That is true. But if they want one, then as long as it's something that they will never regret and something that means something to them in their heart, not just like some rock band that's popular at the time, you know. But as long as it means a lot, for sure.
All right. So 21 is not his IQ. It is his baseball hero. So this is Baseball Guy and David here checking out. Baseball Guy here, and I am with a Pittsburgh Pirates Fantasy Camp Hall of Famer in Glen. Glen, how are you enjoying your your most recent fantasy camp? I should say, not your last one. I hope it's not your last one.
Been loving it like I always have. First year to the championship game. Although we lost, it was still great to actually get to that game. So yeah, so it's been a lot of fun.
Your team was pretty stacked.
Yeah, we had a great team. We did. It was fun. My stepbrother Tim was on the team. One of my best friends Jeff was on the team. So it was a lot of fun. Even if we hadn't been as good as we were, it was just great hanging out with them. So.
Speaking of stacked, your arms are stacked with some nice sleeves, and I'm loving the color.
Yes.
Let's talk about your tattoos here. So why don't you talk? Let's first start with the right arm. We got this hula girl here.
Yeah, this was. I've been to Hawaii a number of times, and just love Hawaii. Just love going in there. The weather, the people. It's just a fantastic place. So I had put together. I found an artist I like, and basically said, "Hey, I want to do a Hawaii sleeve." And I sent him a list. I go, of all these just generic Hawaii hula girl and gecko, and and of course then he put it all together and made it actually look good. Just put it all together. I mean, with the hula girl and the tikis and the gecko and that Hawaiian fish, which is the name is like this long. I don't even know what it's called. But yeah, I mean this one's 12, 13 years, however old it is, But these never see sunlight without a SPF 100 on them. Okay. So that's why the color's still good, and they haven't turned that greenish color.
How long ago did you get that done?
This one was about 12 years or so ago, and then I had this one done shortly. Once I got this one, I have some other random tattoos. I got this sleeve, and of course, the pain is just incredible, especially on my elbow. I wanted to die, but as soon as this one was done, and I had all my touch-ups done, I was like, I'm never going to get this arm done ever. I'm like, no, there's just no way. Of course, within about 6 months, I'm like, okay, I got to get this arm. I couldn't wait. So this one, the same thing, same artist. I love outer space. I love the science of it, just the mind-boggling numbers about space. And same thing. Gave him a couple ideas. He put together a whole thing. So of course I got this alien in his little spaceship, coming down, shooting at the Earth. And this actually is the sun is right here around my wrist, and it's actually all the planets in order going all the way out.
So you even have Uranus on your arm?
Yeah, I got my Uranus on my arm. I got a space shuttle. Guy walking. I like one thing that my artist was funny is he thought it was funny that he put a headrest behind the alien's head in his spaceship. But so yeah, I mean, I just hate the pain. I sometimes I look back and I go, I don't know how I sat for these because it just kills me to think of the pain. But
what is worse, the pain from those tattoos, or the pain on the baseball field in a week of baseball?
Right now, the pain of losing that championship game is the worst. Yeah, because this pain is fading, and I can't remember this pain. So, that pain's too fresh.
Now, I love the fact that you protect them. We've definitely seen a lot of people using different things to protect the tattoos. Yeah. Please, people out there, protect your tattoos. What was your first ever tattoo?
My first ever was actually, what genre was it? The first punk rock, the first punk rock band I really got into was Social Distortion back in the early 80s. And so my first tattoo I ever got when I was 18 was this dancing skeleton, with the cigarette and the martini.
Which is very similar to the logo of Tat-Stories, if you
okay, I'll definitely have to check that out.
And we have actually had some people with some dancing skeletons on them. So.
Oh, yeah, well, there's the other bands, I won't mention that have that side of it. But the second one was actually, I got the pirate logo on my ankle back in the 90s sometime. That was my second. And then from then it was just I got some stuff on my leg, and I got a few on my back, and and I just random stuff here and there. And then it was finally I'd always wanted sleeves, and I mean, even though tattoos now are just more common than ever.
Absolutely.
I mean, even just 10 years or so ago, it wasn't like, you could walk around with sleeves and just have any job, or something like that. And even now, it's not like you can get any job and have sleeves that you wouldn't have to cover up. But so I kind of had to wait till in my life I was in a position to where, you know what, I'm in a position now,
And what do you do for it?
Well, I actually own some of my own companies and stuff. I own marketing companies, and I was in a position where I was like, you know what, I'm never going to have to work for anybody again. I've always kind of worked for myself, but I was more in a financial position to where it was like, now I know I never have to work for anybody again. So I went ahead and I did this stuff. And I mean, the fact that 15 years ago I started with this band, and it just it was part of the look, and it was part of the I mean, obviously I got the mohawk and the tattoos and stuff, and
and you've been mistaken for AJ Burnett by former Pirate manager Glen Hurdle.
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, yes, I'm sure he wasn't serious. Actually, I was staying at a hotel down on the beach in Clearwater years ago, and somebody kept staring at me across the pool, and the guy came around and he asked me, he goes, "Are you AJ Burnett?" And I was like, no, I should have just been like, yeah, I am. Yeah, but
a little shorter than AJ, but the tattoos. I think your tattoos blow away AJ's, and AJ's got some good stuff.
Yeah, he does. He's got some cool stuff, and I mean that's just the thing. I mean, a lot of people, nothing against them. I mean, they do a lot of like, I want this, and then I want this, and I want they don't put it together as a whole idea first. So but some of those still look fantastic.
Absolutely.
But I mean, a lot of those too were just little pieces here and there. Where I mean, this arm especially, there's not a spot of skin that's not touched by ink,
and that shows the importance of working with your artist.
Right.
Who was your artist, and where are they located?
His name is Earl Funk. He's out of Orlando. He used to be a place called Trinity Tattoo, and now he owns his own shop with another guy that did a tattoo on my leg, Steve. For the life of me right now, I cannot remember. In fact, I'm probably he's done logos for our band and different stuff too. I've had him do other artwork because besides, to me, that's the most important thing about a tattoo artist is you don't just find somebody that's can tattoo well, is you find somebody that's a good artist, because not only is he a fantastic tattoo artist, he paints, he does woodwork stuff, you know, etchings. He's just a fantastic artist, and I haven't seen anything that he can't do, even different styles. I liked his because he was a little more cartoonish, some of the stuff that I had seen his, but he's done some work for my friends that is just some black and white traditional just stuff that at first I was like, well, I don't know if it'll be any good or not, and oh my god, just incredible how much talent is. So yeah, finding somebody that's a true artist is the most important thing, I think.
And if you have that collaboration, because they could be a great artist, but they want their vision, not what you want, right?
And that is a perfect story of that. I had I have my two daughters when they were babies done on my arm up here. This is now she's 16 and she's going on 15. This is when they were each at 5 months old.
Wow.
I had a guy that was local to me, and I'm not going to mention his name, who did those. And then I also had him I have one in the middle of my back that he had done. Fantastic artist. I mean, really talented, really liked his work. Could do another guy that could do just almost any style, but just great. Was a local guy, but you know, I don't know if I can say it, just the biggest asshole in the world.
We can say asshole on YouTube.
Absolute asshole. And when I went to get the sleeves done, I kind of thought of going to see him, but I was like, I'm not going to sit, for 50 hours an arm with some guy that's a total asshole.
Yeah.
So so yeah, I mean, it's great. It's important to find somebody that you like, that's a great artist, and that you can sit there, because you're going to be sitting there a long time. So yeah, I mean, between the two arms, I probably got nearly 100 hours of sitting with this guy. So, and yeah, he's a real nice guy, and yeah, I'm probably going to be visiting him again. I got an idea for a lower leg piece that.
What are you going to get done?
Probably stuff that has more to do with music now.
Okay.
Now that I'm, been so much with the band, our band Victims of Circumstance.
And what do you play?
I play the drums. Just put out our 5th original album, January 24th last week. You can find us everywhere: iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, everywhere. Our
Victim
website,
of Circumstances.
Victims of Circumstances.
Victims, plural.
VOCska.com. Facebook.com/VOCska.
So kind of punk ska music?
Yes, punk ska music. And so yeah, something more probably musical thing.
Okay.
Kind of putting some of our, we have some I have our band logos on the back of my legs, and we have some other stuff too. But yeah, kind of a whole music thing probably down there, if I can stand the pain. If I can stand the pain. It may just end up being an outline.
You've done a good job standing the pain so far. So I'm no doubt he's going to get them done. This guy, not only is he a Pittsburgh Pirate Hall of Famer, but he should be a Tattoo Hall of Famer. Definitely the best tattoos we've seen at Pittsburgh Pirates Fantasy Camp, and there have been quite a few.
Yeah, there's been a lot of guys have tattoos here.
Yeah. But Glen, his tattoos stand out, and they're gorgeous. The colors, and again, the SPF.
Yes, always use SPF.
Yes.
Or your tattoos will turn dark green.
Yeah.
And you don't want that.
So he's my first ballot Hall of Famer. Baseball guy's got the authority to do it. Glen,
there you go.
True pleasure. Awesome dude. Baseball guy, signing out.
See you later.
Baseball guy here, and I got Kevin, aka K-Mac, one of the Pittsburgh Pirate fantasy campers here in Bradenton, Florida. How's your fantasy camp been going?
It's been fantastic. It's my 7th camp. It gets better every year.
Well, and K-Mac here is a pretty big Pirate fan, and he actually shows it and proves it with this tattoo here. Why don't you tell me about the old school 1970s Pirate that's on your left arm?
Well, probably almost 50 years ago, I became a Pirates fan, and I grew up with the kind of vintage logo that we like so much, the 70s Pirate logo. And so I always wanted to get that tattoo, and I just decided to do that. So
How long ago was it that you got the tattoo?
about a year and a half.
Okay, and did you research the tattoo artist or?
Absolutely. I'm fortunate enough to live down near Sarasota now, and the Ringling School of Design is in Sarasota, and one of the tattoo artists is a graduate of the Ringling School of Design. I looked at some of his designs, and they were terrific, and so that's what I sought after, and that's what I got.
What's your tattoo artist's name?
I forget.
That's okay. But Ringling School of Design obviously did a great job with the pirate.
Right.
Did they do the other tattoo as well?
Same day, yeah.
Okay, well, same day.
Absolutely.
That's a warrior now. So the tattoos didn't really hurt?
Not too much. When they started filling in the pirate, that was a little tender at times, but not too bad. I was surprised.
How long did that one take?
Probably about an hour and a half.
Okay, now the other one I'm guessing took just a little bit of time. Right? All right, now tell me about that tattoo.
The other tattoo I got the same day is a remembrance of my mom.
Okay.
And she passed away probably about a year and a half ago.
Okay. And what's your family think about the tattoo that you have? Are they pretty proud of it?
Everybody knows but my dad.
Okay. But that's awesome, and we do see a lot of people that get tattooed and memorialize family members and things like that. Pretty awesome thing to do.
Sure.
So obviously 2 of your biggest loves of your life, right?
Absolutely.
The pirates and your mom.
That's right.
So K-Mac, we appreciate your time here today.
Thank you very much.
This is Baseball Guy signing out.
Thank you.